have had a conversation relative to the issue, and as usual, we don't comment on those types of negotiations or conversations.
Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Last week, the prosecutor's office announced the arrest and charging of a former Union County juvenile detention officer accused of having a sexual relationship with a teenage detainee from 2012 into 2013. While this arrest is still an allegation, the County of Union has zero tolerance for any such incident, and we are committed to providing a safe atmosphere and positive alternatives to juveniles under our supervision while maintaining the safety of our community as a whole. As a result of an ongoing investigation surrounding the juvenile detention facility by the county police, we are making changes at the Juvenile Detention Center. The superintendent of the Juvenile Detention Center has retired, and we've accepted the resignation of the assistant superintendent of the Juvenile Detention Center.
It passed away, and there's an opening, and there's a meeting of, I would assume, the political bosses of the county, and they selected crying. I don't know if it's in stone right now, but you've heard me talk about crying over the many years. Some of you weren't here, but anyway, I'm just going to read something. Well, let me just say, crying, really? You're going to do crying? Because I mean, Mildred Purdy's son sounds like he even has more experience in crying does.
The other committees in Cranford that has passed opposing this field. That includes the Cranford Advisory Board, the Environmental Commission, the Cranford Board of Education. I understand that the Township Committee has sent the freeholders a copy of the resolution, and they have asked you to write your own resolution opposing this field. I am asking you to do that on a roll call vote. Will you do that? No answer.
The Union College president and I have met on 2 occasions, have had preliminary discussions about the possibility of a field at Oak Ridge Park in the future to be utilized by Union County College. The County Ann's use of the Rollway Park project is to build a multi-use turf field, lights, and a track. Rollway will be responsible for building bleachers, and other elements, as noted, will be used by the various teams, but accessibility, again, will be for all county residents.
Now, the people who are going to make out on this, and so far it's cost $517,000, according to the records of the Union County Improvement Authority, for the 1 year this thing's been going on. Dakota's Fitzpatrick, $280,000 plus. PMK Birdsall, $220,000, and a little something to the Union County Alliance, I guess, for advertising. That's just without one solar panel being up. Projecting this out, this is a couple $1 million that's going to be coming out, and for solar panels.
Union County Citizens Forum, take 1.
I was in a U.S. District Court today for summary judgments in the county seal issue. The argument is whether a citizen, me in this case, can use the county seal on a public TV show free of threats of litigation from the county.
We'll be back here doing this all over. County Manager, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At the request of the committee, I met with the group yesterday and reviewed the presentation and the accompanying paperwork and information, and I concur with the recommendation of the committee.
Hi, this is Tina Renna, reporter, journalist. We just attended the Union County Utilities Authority meeting, and before that, prior to that, was the Improvement Authority meeting. Both of them are their reorg meetings for the year, where they appoint the muckety-mucks and whatnot. I came for a specific reason. I found through research that Utilities Authority employees have been getting extra payments through the check registry monthly. For instance, I'll focus on former freeholder Daniel Sullivan. He has been getting an extra $2,500 payments through the Utilities Authority check registry. I checked their meeting minutes. I've asked for their executive session minutes, which weren't turned over to me as of yet. But this isn't something that was passed by resolution. So even if you attended these meetings, you would not have known of this extra compensation being given to former freeholder Sullivan unless you took the trouble to Oprah their check registry and to read through it and see that.
But the reality is, when it's all said and done, we need to provide services for our residents. We need to provide our services for our seniors. We have, for example, Rummel Specialized Hospitals, and that has touched the lives of many, many people throughout the years in this county.
A recommendation from the review committee in terms of its analysis and review that center management was its recommended potential buyer. And the authority by this resolution would be authorized and directed to proceed to negotiate a contract for sale of the hospital with the recommended proposer, center management.